Igbo kwenu. Igbo kwenu. Igbo kwezuenu. Nigeria kwenu. Nigeria kwenu. Nigeria kwezuenu. Oke mmadụ. Oke nwa ana Igbo. Oke nwa Nigeria. Ka anyị na-atụ elu. Ka a ga-esikwanyelu ugwu. Our committee is emboldened. Our committee is strengthened. Our committee is standing on solid ground to give Governor Ezeife the burial that he deserves. You have summarized it. Okwadike is a self-made man. And that is the signature tune of the Igbo man. There can do spirit. This is a man that his parents trained in primary school. But after that, what did Okwadike do? Okwadike went to learn how to sell drugs in a pharmacy. When he got tired with that, he went to learn how to sell spare parts, motor spare parts. And in doing that, he had an innovation of one of the spare parts of the Austin vehicle that was in use at that time. And while doing all this, he studied without going to secondary school and got his GC O-levels and GCA levels and ended up in University of Ibadan, the premier university of this country, although some of us went to the premier indigenous university of Nigeria, University of Nigeria, Nsukka. But we respect the University of Ibadan. And I can tell you, he didn't stop there. While he was doing that, when he finished from Ibadan, he started working. And while he was working, he took the master's degree in economics and PhD in economics in Harvard University. And became a lecturer extraordinary. Lectured in Makerere University in Uganda, lectured in other places, including the University of Ibadan, his alma mater, before joining the civil service and rising to be a powerful permanent secretary. This is the Igbo spirit that we want to celebrate. I want to tell all of us here, nobody who comes from that race ever says, no, I can't. If Okwadike could do this, you and I and all of us can do the same. This is the statement that this burial is going to make. We're also going to make a statement that when you are as charismatic and bold and courageous as Okwadike, to speak the truth to power, when you speak out of your conscience and belief, no matter whose ox is God. I told him, the president, IBB, offered me the political advice when, what's his name? ABC was became minister. And I said I wanted to work in the party. And when I worked in the party and we fell apart, and he wanted to remove Okwadike, he said I should come and be political advisor. I said no. Okwadike and I are contemporaries and we come from the same place. They say I came and pushed him out because he's not PDP. I'm not going to be a political advisor. Because I know why he was pushing Okwadike out, I was going to commit the same offense because I would tell him the truth. And I wouldn't even last as much as Okwadike lasted. So we must respect people who have stood tall for us, who have stood for us in times of difficulty. There was a time the Igbos in FCT were in total disarray. Total disarray. They had about 3 parallel organizations. It was in Okwadike's house that Anyim and myself and late Governor Merwa and a few others reconciled them and put a structure where we have about 34 units in the FCT. And each of these units, they have an executive and they have traditional institution. And Okwadike is the head of all of this. As the chairman of IMOBI, we put together the FCT Ohaneze. And he went further to mobilize Igbos in the northern states, 19 northern states. And he became also the chairman and coordinator. That is why this burial, all these people in the different units, all are people in the 19 northern states, the Southern and Middle Belt Forum, the former Governors Forum, the current governors of the Southeast, the Igbos in the National Assembly, Okwadike's friends in the Northeast and Northwest, and those are friends, are brothers in the National Assembly who have friends across Nigeria, and the federal government will come to celebrate Okwadike. We have planned his celebration in 3 stanzas. The first stanza, we're going to give him an interdenominational service at the ecumenical center, where all the Christians, led by his own Christian denomination, will pray for the repose of his soul. We are planning to give him a day of tributes, where all these great people across Nigeria will come to give testimony about what the speaker and I are summarizing to you from their different perspectives of how they saw this great man. And we will document all of this for his family album. The climax will be celebrating the life and times of Okwadike at the Eagle Square, where our people from all the northern states, from the southeast, our biggest masquerades will show up because a big masquerade is being celebrated. It will be a huge carnival. It will be a huge carnival. All of these ceremonies will be beamed live on television, and people will watch it from all over the world because Okwadike deserves it. And if we don't make this point today, it will be so sad, because budding leaders like Benjamin, our Deputy Senate Speaker, Pagadamba, we want to encourage them by what we'll do with Okwadike's burial. We want to encourage other leaders to know that we are watching each and every one of them. And when the time comes, we will either celebrate you or we ignore you because you have ignored us. We want to tell the Nigerian nation that the Igbos are united. And when there's a cause for our unity and solidarity, we show it and demonstrate it excellently well. On behalf of the members of this burial committee, Your Excellency, Deputy Speaker, I want to give you our assurance. The assurances you have given us of your support has emboldened us. And we are promising, I am doing this on behalf of all of them because we have been working together before this inauguration. We are ready. We are determined. We have the vision. We know where we are going. We know the statement we want to make. And we are making it with a great son of Igbo land. And when we have finished that statement, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be proud to be an Igbo man. Thank you very much.
A Southeast that is integrated, that has an economic integration policy that will help and enhance our growth. The man we came to come together as a committee to bury is a man who believes in hard work, not laziness of sitting at home on Monday. He's a man who built himself from scratch to the optimal level of human endeavor. That's the man we are here, we have gathered to bury. The man we have gathered to bury did not allow difficulty and harshness of situations and circumstances to make him to go into vices. That is not what he represents. That is not the spirit of the Igbo man. The Ejirimara of Igbo is not laziness and violence. We don't kill one another. We give birth, we don't slaughter. We don't sacrifice our father. We don't murder our mothers. That is the Igbo that we are celebrating in the life of the man that has passed on to be in paradise. He believed in the togetherness of Igbo. We should not do differently. We believe when we bury him, we are saying that we recognize what he stood for. The togetherness of Igbo, the hardworking spirit of Igbo, the spirit of Igbo that does not believe in laziness, that was able to pick up ourselves from where we were after our civil war to where we are today. If you don't believe in our doggedness, in our spirit of courage, and in our strength of character, go and check Alaigbo after the civil war. Through human individual effort, we rebuild the walls of Southeast. We should not encourage anything that will destroy it further. And that is why we are gathered here today. I am emotional whenever I speak about this because I grew up seeing great minds like this, and some of them are alive and they are sitting here. President of Senate, I adore you so much. You know, you came and you served and you left a legacy that up to today we still call you to come and teach us how to get the job done. And you are alive. People like you supposed to be celebrated while you are alive. I don't want to wait the day you go to paradise for us to celebrate you. So today, I'm telling you, you are one of our generals. And any of you are sitting here, five governors of Anambra State, people like you have conquered, you've been around, you conquered, and you carry a great name for Igbo. You did not achieve that by, I hope this mic is not. Thank you. We are not celebrating you today because you carry gun. We are celebrating you. You are alive. We are celebrating you because you went and you conquered. What they said was not possible, you went and you made it possible. That is why we celebrate you. And that is why we are celebrating this man that has gone to be with the Lord. Wherever he is, he will be happy that we are having this talk today. So let me welcome you to this first official inauguration of National Burial Committee of a visionary leader, a true statesman, and a beacon of hope for the people of Anambra State and beyond, late Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezeife, one of my mentors, one of the men I admired so much because of what he stood for and what he believed in. His tenure as the governor of Anambra State from 1992 to 1993 during the aborted Third Republic was marked by his unswerving commitment to good governance, development, and the well-being of the people he served. Dr. Ezeife's remarkable contribution to the socio-economic development of Anambra State were evident in his numerous achievements. Under his leadership, Anambra State experienced significant strides in education, healthcare, infrastructure, and agriculture. His commitment to grassroots development and empowerment initiatives touched the lives of many, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts of the people he served. As we inaugurate the National Burial Committee of late Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezeife, Okwadike, CON, let us remember that our task is not just to mourn his passing, but to celebrate his life and continue his work. Let us strive to build upon his accomplishments, to uphold the values he held there, and to carry forward his vision of a more prosperous and inclusive society. In accordance with the solemn occasion and the significance it holds, I hereby declare that the inauguration of the National Burial Committee of late Dr. Ezeife, former Executive Governor of Anambra State inaugurated. This committee is entrusted with the responsibility of organizing and overseeing the funeral arrangement for this esteemed leader. They are tasked with coordinating all aspects of the funeral, including the logistics, ceremonies, and overall commemoration of late Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezeife. And I want to thank you for coming today. I want to thank you for making yourself available. You are great minds that the Igbo nation is proud of. You are friends of the Igbo nation that we are proud of. It will not be a fun fair. It will be a moment of celebrating the true identity of an Igbo man. An Igbo man with purity of heart. An Igbo man with dedication to his people, with the spirit of patriotism. An Igbo man with selfless service. When we bury him, not with sadness, but we celebrate values that our forefathers bequeathed to us. And I encourage you to always remember that the House of Representatives, there you have 43 members from the southeastern zone. I've had meetings with them. We are going to solidly stand behind this committee.
Hallelujah!
Please give your best. We will on our own carry out the responsibilities you are going to move to us as your representative. Upon could before you will do your part, we will do our part. Seeing you alone here, including the former Senate President Chukwuemeka, my own elder brother, has emboldened me the more. So that if we are going to make any commitment here today, it will be a commitment that we will always fulfill. And that commitment is that we will be there for this committee, and by the grace of God, we will attend the burial. And the members of National Assembly have said, when you make your budget, let us have our share. We will make our contribution. Whenever you need us, if there was some committee that you need us to play one role or the other, we want to prove to you that you have your sons in the parliament. We will not abandon you.
Ezeife, Ezeife.
I have been called upon to say a few words. And I want to say what happened in 2001. When President Obasanjo moved Professor Ezeife from the post of political advisor to the president and made him minister for health. The NSA then, General Buzo, who was his special advisor, said to me, look, Chief, let us arrange and meet with Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezeife. So get an appointment, you and I will go to him. So Dr. Buzo, the NSA, and I went to Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezeife, or what he came. And he said to him, sir, we would like you to come and be a political advisor to President Obasanjo, because we want somebody who will be able to tell President Obasanjo the truth at all times. Typical of Dr. Ezeife. He said, but why are you not taking your advisor to replace Professor Ezeife? He said, no, we want somebody from Haiti. So Ezeife said to Buzo, I accept this appointment because of you, and you will take responsibility for any fallout I have with Obasanjo. and Guzau said, hold me responsible. That was how the NSA went to President Obasanjo to say, I have brought a replacement for Professor APC Wosu, and he is Dr. Chukwuemeka. He said, that troublesome man. We need people like that in our government. That was how Dr. Chukwuemeka assumed office as political advisor to President Olusegun Obasanjo. I say this, you can see when leaders recognized him as a man of courage, a man who talks truth to power, and he never for one day gave up that position.
You ask me, I think today is not a speech-making day. The most important thing today is the inauguration. Accordingly, may the soul of our elder statesman and leader, His Excellency Chief Chukwuemeka Ezeife, rest in peace.
Great Father, we feel very honored seeing the great men of all that are here today. Secondly, let me thank the local organizing committee headed by my very close brother. They visited me in the office. We had a lot of discussions with them. And I told them that it is compulsory for me to be here. My knowledge of the late former governor, former federal counsel, former political advisor in this country, I met him through my late boss, as a worker baby, years back. And I know him to be a man of honor, a man of integrity. Some of the best that we have in this country, unfortunately, all of them are leaving us behind. At the time, the country did their wisdom, did their experience, did their intervention, especially at this critical time of our nationhood. So I want to thank you people. The because of I was very happy seeing all of you here. I feel very, very honored. I'm very happy that you are honoring me today. Standing here on behalf of the entire members of our party, the Social Democratic Party, the platform to which he was a governor of great American states, I would have been happy that he impacted positively on the development of American states, the development of Nigeria as a whole. He is a nationalist by every definition. You know, I remember his friendship with late Mother and Mitro. As a result of that very close relationship, he was given Garwan Ofika. That's the traditional title given to him in Yoga State as Garwan Ofika. That shows how nationalistic he is. And the only thing we can do to him is to honor him. To do everything we could to give him a very difficult burial. So we as a party, we are committed. As an individual, I am committed, given my relationship with him. And I know that he loves me so much. Most of the time he will call me, we'll have a chat with him. So it's a great loss to the nation, it's a great loss to the family, it's a great loss to all of us. On behalf of all of us and Social Democratic Party, I want to thank you for this honor, for making us members of the burial committee. I want to thank my elder brother here, Chief Belody, my elder AlaigboDr. We are always together with him. And of course, like I mentioned, all the former senators that have served this country in every ramification. We are very proud of you people. We are very proud that we are here today to honor you. Thank you very much.
Made this turnout here, just what it is. A man of the people,
the leader of men and women, a warrior of the oppressed, and a governor with extraordinary qualities at the time he served the nation, the state and the nation. We all know, or we all, those who don't know of Ezeife, we hear his voice. We have heard his voice on the radio, on television, in the press, where he's denouncing and decrying marginalizations of his people and the oppression of the poor. Live and let live. This has been his motto. I am very pleased, and I welcome all of you from far and near that are here. I'm glad to see the representatives of the great institution known as Southern and Middle Belt Forum, very well represented here. And knowing the kind of person Okwadike is not political as such, or he can be said to belong to all the parties, or else it's not political. I can see APC here, well represented, PDP in very good number, including the chairman and board of trustees, members of board of trustees. The YPP is here, LDP is very well represented here. I can see the gentleman here. You're welcome. So, death is sad, but it's inevitable. It's the price that every one of us has to pay. We take this occasion to console the family, immediate family members of Okwadike who are here, and convey the message to those who are not here. May the good Lord console you and guide you all through the period. And members of the burial committee, led by the able Ezeife, great young man, dynamic man. We have seen the hard work from the people represented here, people that are here, and people still on the way. You are really poised to do a wonderful job.
Thank you.
What's up?
Now, the local organizing committee
Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.